we'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Lions and the Giants coming up next.
Greer across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. 30, 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones looking to throw right away. That one into the hands of Tony downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be met. Scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats, CD, it shows us he covered better than 20 yards after the initial contact was made. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. Here's Fields. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry for DeAndre Swift. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
To Williams on a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Jones on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Connor, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that
He's got a man, complete! And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Tony. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gano the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. Listen.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Connor on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A 53-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
To about the 48-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first and 10, here's Fields. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They begin on the ground here with Connor to the 43, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Connor up the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. First down, and they go with Swift again. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. On first down, it's Fields. It's complete to Williams. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. To Williams on a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping it. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, Connor. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Looking to throw. Jones. This to Jarwin. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Screen pass to Connor. Touchdown! James Conner. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And some room to maneuver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a give right side Swift. And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To Williams on a jet sweep. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Fields. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Gets around him. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch the